Okay guys, welcome back to the Landry Talks Football channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're talking about the latest about Armando Broja, Trevoh Chalobah, Raheem Sterling, and Jadon Sancho. We're the most active Chelsea YouTube channel with a Swedish accent, so if that's not worth subscribing for, I don't know what is. This video might be a little choppy because I thought I could have both this video and the most recent one where we talk about Osman in the same video. I decided to have them in separate videos, so you get two uploads today. The lighting might be a little different throughout this video, but it is what it is. So let's get straight into it. And moving on to Armando Broja, who has this thing with Ipswich going on. Here's the latest. Armando Broja to Ipswich is not off yet, and efforts are being made to keep the Chelsea strike alone move alive. It was seen as a 50-50 over the weekend, and that's via Jacob Steinberg. Because if I'm not wrong, this deal would be Armando Broja to Ipswich for 1 year loan and then an obligation to buy if Ipswich manages to stay up in the Premier League for the next season as well. And I think Armando Broja would be a great asset to survive this season in the Premier League. But it seems like it's falling apart. I thought it was a clear move. I thought it was almost done. But now it seems like it's kind of crumbling. And I feel like that's happening with a lot of our academy boys that's going out for sale right now. Because if we look at this, also from Jacob Steinberg, solid interest in Trevoh Chalobah has yet to materialize. And here's where I kind of have some hope. Because I believe that none of you guys that are actual Chelsea fans want Trevoh Chalobah to move on from Chelsea. But with the structure right now, he isn't training with the A team, with the first team. He's training with the under 21s. If a move aren't to materialize in this last couple of days of the transfer window, we have this player that could fit in to our squad, almost a starting player, that won't be able to play, won't play at all, according to everything that we heard. And here's where the tricky part comes in. Right now, the fee for Trevoh Chalobah would be quite high, because he had a great season last season. But if we just have him in the squad for another half a year until the winter transfer window, his value will just drop. And then it's no point to have the pure profit from the sale of Trevoh Chalobah. If he doesn't get a move away from Chelsea, I hope that we can get him some playtime and that Maresca will actually see how good he is, and hopefully the owners will not be that inclined to sell him anymore. But we all know how it works nowadays at Chelsea. Pure profit comes before everything. We are a club that is focusing purely on getting profit in the books. Moving on to one of our goalkeepers with Kepa. Here's from Fabrizio Romano. Bournemouth are closing in on a deal to sign Kepa from Chelsea. It's a loan deal until June 2025, with him extending his contract at Chelsea until 2026. After the late night talks, Kepa will travel for medical test if all is okay. This is a weird one, because I don't know if there's a clause that they have to sign him after this loan deal. And with his salary, we will have to try to get him out of our books as soon as possible. So hopefully, if this deal is to materialize, I hope that Bournemouth will pay a huge part of his salary, because he's on 150k a week as of right now. So we would have to get that out of our books, because it's a quite large sum of money every week. And to be fair, we have a lot of goalkeepers at the club right now. I haven't heard anything about Petrovic, who we are trying to sell as well. because we don't need 5 goalkeepers in our squad. Bettinelli, the Finnish guy, Kepa, Sanchez, and Jørgensen. Best case scenario is that we have Bettinelli there for vibes, sell Petrovic, sell Kepa, have the Finnish guy out on a loan, and have Jørgensen and Sanchez as our main goalkeepers. Moving on to Sterling. Sterling would consider joining Manchester United in a potential swap deal that could involve Jadon Sancho, although both players' wages could cause issues. And this come out that Sterling would agree to lower his wages at United. Jadon Sancho, I don't actually know how much his wage is, but I could look it up. Yeah, so he's on 250k a week, which is a step down. If we look at Sterling's 325k a week. But to be honest with this one, I don't want Jadon Sancho. I've seen a lot of Chelsea YouTubers talk about Jadon Sancho and being quite optimistic, but I don't see him fitting into the team. We have on both our wings great players as of right now. Cole Palmer could play right wing, but I prefer him as the center mid, which we saw against Wolverhampton, where we had Madueke on the right, which was a great link up. 2 Englishmen on that side, have Felix and Pedro Neto on the other side, which is great Portuguese links, linked up quite well. So where is Jadon Sancho to play? I wouldn't like to have him play in a false 8, and I wouldn't have him instead of Madueke. I wouldn't have him instead of Pedro Neto. I wouldn't have him instead of Nkunku or Felix. So the best option here would be to just get Sterling out the door. No swap deal. Keep Jadon Sancho out of it. We have too many similar players to him as of right now. Because we can't have Jadon Sancho come in just to get Sterling out of our books. It would be just idiotic to do it just for that reason. So that's the latest news about Chelsea, where we're going, all the transfers that are materializing or not materializing. Let me know what you think about those topics that I just discussed, and leave a like on this video and subscribe to the most active Chelsea YouTube channel with a Swedish accent. See you in the next one.